Welcome back to the channel, and in today's video I am going to be playing Fog of War chess. And basically this is a variant where you can only see your pieces and where your pieces can move to. So at the starting position you can only see the first four ranks for white because you can't move farther than that. And yeah, you basically can't see where your opponent's pieces are unless you're able to move where they can move. So I have done Fog of War chess on my channel in the past. I think in either one video or maybe it was two videos. But if you haven't watched that, I'll put the link in the description so you guys can go watch it. But it did seem like it was kind of popular and people liked it, so I'm gonna play more Fog of War today. How about let's do 3-2, which means there's 3 minute base time, and there's 2 second increment for every move that we play. Okay, we get paired up immediately. Oh my god, we get paired with the 2100. Okay, that is not good news. Because if you guys do not know, I am not great at this variant. As you can see, my rating, I mean, you start at 1500, so I did go up a little bit. It's 1614 now, but like if you're a good person at the variant, you should be around like 1900. So I have no idea when my opponent's playing. I just know that we got e6, and it looks like they're moving really fast. I'm kind of playing kind of passively. Okay, we probably got a Sicilian. So the knights are probably like here. Yep, and the knights hopped in. Oh, but the problem is, if I take and the pawn takes back, is something defending the pawn? I don't think so, because the bishop can't be here because the pawn just came back. And then the knight is probably like here, right? So there's nothing defending. Oh, there's the bishop. The bishop was being kettled on g7. Okay, wow. Yeah, I am obviously not good at this variant. I want to try and attack the bishop, but I can't because if I do that, then my pawn is just hanging, so I defended the pawn. Now let's attack the bishop. Which, hopefully he didn't play like c6 or something. Oh, he moves it. Wait, how did he know that? Oh, because before he could only see the knight, but after this move he could see the pawn, so he must have known that the knight moved. So he moved the bishop back. That is smart thinking, because I sure wouldn't have done that. Oh, we saw that this pawn moved because we saw it here and we didn't see it here. So I'm assuming it went to a6 to target my knight, so I will drop back, and yep, it did go to a6. Now we get pawn to b5, so he's just advancing over here. Wow, this is my first time playing a 2100 in probably any variant, actually. I don't think I've ever played a 2100. Okay, I want to go f4, but this diagonal might have like a queen or a bishop on it, so let's slide the king out of the way before going f4. And I'm doing this so that I can control most squares here and try to gain, like, get rid of the fog, basically, because the fog means that you can't see where your opponent's pieces are, and that's bad. Do I make a breakthrough or do I go for like e5? I'm gonna make a breakthrough. Okay, we know there's a knight here. How did that knight get here? I thought that knight went to d4. So that knight probably went like here. But there's a pawn there, and there isn't a knight there. So it must have went back here or there. I don't know what's going on. Is this pawn defended? Probably is. Let's go e5. It would be lucky if there was like a king here, but that's really unlikely. He took my bishop? Oh, he went to a5 so he can take my bishop. Okay. Well, I can take back with the pawn. Oh, it's a rook. Yeah, that's bad. That's bad. I'm losing. Oh, no! The queen is right there. Oh, my God. That was so unlucky. That was... Maybe you won't see my knight? Oh! Wait, I can take the queen, but he takes back. Oh, no. Now I'm just down a whole bunch of material. Okay, there's a pawn there. Oh, shoot. I don't know what's going on. I got taken back. What took back? It was probably the rook, right? Wait, what pieces does he even have? He still has 2 bishops and 2 rooks. How? Is that free? Oh no, his other rook defends. Okay, well I have no pieces. I literally have no pieces. Okay, there's a pawn there. Let's go here. Uh-oh. That pawn is trying to promote. It's probably on f3 now. I'm gonna push here. He probably played f2. I'm gonna go here. Escape with the king. Oh, there's a pawn there. A pawn took back. There's the rook. Oh, the king is there. Oh my god, that was a crazy game. Okay, we gotta go Shift Alt F. By the way, if you play Shift Alt F, then it gets rid of the fog. So, okay, we need to see what happened in this game because that was insane. Okay, we got a modern defense. I thought it was a Sicilian because here he played c5, so it transformed into like a dragon Sicilian type of setup. Wow. But how did he know I didn't play d4? Like, what if I had played d4 and knight f3? Then after c5, that would just be like free, right? I guess he knew I didn't play d4 because the bishop was here. That's how he knew. Okay, got it. This was all pretty standard stuff. Yeah, so I couldn't take here because of this fork. Yeah, I probably shouldn't have risked it. I completely forgot that the bishop could be on this diagonal. It's just like, the bishop can't be here because the pawn just came from here. There's no knight defending this because that knight just came here. So, yeah, I forgot about that. The bishop moved, knight moved back. I saw all of this because, well, I could see the pawns coming, so obviously I saw it. Okay, so there was nothing on this diagonal, so I could have gone f4 and been completely fine. But like, for example, instead of bishop b7, if he had gone queen b6, this is also very reasonable, then f4 would just lose, right? So I was just being cautious. So he does go queen b6 here. And I moved the king just before that. And then I start pushing. I take. Yeah, that was a mistake because now my queen is being attacked. Yeah, that was too. I should have gone like queen f2 because then at least it's defended, right? So I know that even if he like takes somehow, then my rook can still take back, and I might lose a rook because there's like a bishop lined up. But you know, losing a rook is better than losing a queen, and he didn't know that, so he took here, and then I got it back. But at this point, I'm just down a bishop and a rook for what is it? 3, 6. I'm down a bishop, rook, and a pawn. I'm down 9 points of material. And yeah, that was not good. He doubled up. See, like this is the thing about like high-rated players. They don't just play rook here for no reason because they know that there might be a rook there that can take. So they double up so that it's defended, and then they go rook there so that we can trade off. But what I did was I just moved to some place that was absolutely not defended. What I should have done is, of course, gone somewhere where it's defended by the rook. And then, yeah, after that, it was kind of a sad... Yeah, after that was pretty much over. Yeah, I figured that he went f3, f2. Oh, he didn't. He went there. And here I figured he would queen, so I need to run with the king. And then he queened, I took back. I don't know what queen f2 was. Maybe he was thinking the king was here, and he wanted to move to a safe square so the bishop still defends. Not too sure. Yeah, here he attacked me and I had no idea that the king was there. I thought the king was like castled here or something, but really, I had no idea. Anyways, with that, we do lose game number 1, and hope you enjoyed the analysis and playing the 2100 rated player. Let's go ahead and move on to game number 2. Alright, game number 2, we have the white pieces again. I'm gonna go and go e4, and my opponent pre-moved a response. Okay, for some reason, these people who are high rated, I know this one is not as high rated, but still, 1772 is a great rating to be at. Like, I'm 1613, so obviously this person has some experience in Fog of War. Even his username has Fog in it, or is that, oh, that's Pog, never mind. But it looks like, yeah, these higher rated people just pre-move their opening like you would in normal chess. I'm gonna go ahead and take, so, oh man. I didn't even get to see what happens. Okay, so there's nothing here and there's a pawn there. Alright, got it. And that pawn just took back. So, I know there's a pawn here. This is probably defended, right? I mean, it has to be defended. There's no way it's not. I'm gonna castle before I start doing anything that might be stupid. I don't think this particular move is stupid because I have 1, 2, 3 pieces defending that square, but other moves that are like that could be stupid. What? Oh, okay, there must have been a knight here. I saw this knight, and then I saw this, and the knight disappeared. So I thought the knight moved like that. Okay, that was funny. I guess I just take back. I'm gonna assume he went c5 to attack my knight, so I'm gonna move back. And this pawn is defended, by the way, with the knight, so the knight can never take, and I'm not sure he's going to because he's 1770. He probably knows that you have to be more careful than that. My opponent has a knight and a bishop for minor pieces, and I have 2 knights. So it's a good thing they have this, because if they didn't, then you would have to go back all the way to see which pieces you captured. And the knight is right there. What color is the bishop? We traded off light squared bishops, right? Yeah, okay. So the bishop is a dark squared bishop, so if I keep my pieces on light squares, I should be fine. Alright. There's a knight here. Well, it could have moved by now, so I'm gonna remove the circle. Let's see if it's still there. Is it? Oh, it is. Okay, and the bishop is here. Let's take with queen. Very glad that there wasn't like a pawn here. g5, is that not free? Oh, right, there's the bishop here. I forgot. Yeah, he's probably expecting me to like take and lose, but haha, not gonna do that. Okay, let's go c4, c5. Try to figure out what's over here. Okay, I know that he moved a pawn to g4, so I guess we'll go here. You know, another interesting thing in variance, this is not really related, sorry, but another interesting thing in variance is that you can just leave the arrows there. So, in normal chess, after every move, the arrows get deleted and you have to draw them back. But here, I know there's a pawn on g4, so I can just leave the circle there. Let's go knight here in c5, get some protection. And, okay, that's a notification for my daily game. Let's go back. Hi. And let's break this open and see what's here. If it's a rook, I'm in trouble, but if it's not, then we're fine. I'll just take that. I don't think he was expecting that I have a pawn. Oh, queen. Oh, dang. So there probably was a queen there. I'm gonna go ahead and take and make the argument that this pawn is free. And I know there's no more queen. There are 2 rooks, and there is a bishop, which we just know moves somewhere. It moves somewhere. It's not here. It's not here. So the bishop is on one of those 4 squares. None of which really concern me. I think this pawn is just free. Oh, there's a rook there. Oh, the bishop probably moved there. Oh my god, what am I doing? That was so dumb. That was so dumb. I did not realize that. I was doing completely fine until then, which I just screwed up in. Oh, man. Oh, and he still has a rook. Yeah, now I'm just down a rook again. Why does this keep happening? Where was the rook? Okay. Bishop's probably defending that, so. Let's go here. Pre-move the recapture. Also, since I'm talking so much, my time is currently very low. It's 30 seconds. My opponent has 2 minutes and 30 seconds. Okay, the bishop is here. Oh, it could be there, though. So I should probably move the knight. Oh, no, the bishop's still there. Okay, hopefully the king is on this side so I can take it for free, because if it's not, then we have a problem. No! Oh, man. Okay, my opponent has My opponent has 2 pawns and a rook. Okay, I'm gonna defend it. Oh! Yes! Yes, 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 yes. He only has 2 pawns. I have 3. What? He en passant? Oh god. This is terrifying. This is terrifying. Has he queened already? Wait. Something took that pawn. It might be a queen, so I have to move my king out of danger. There's a pawn here. Oh! The king is there. Wait, what? Wait, do I win? Wait, what? What? That was crazy. That was totally drawn. I promoted first. Okay, we got all F thing on this. Like, that was insane. I did not expect to win that. I thought he was gonna win. Okay, let's go through this from the beginning. Turn that off. Okay, we got knight f6. Was he expecting d4? Because I know d4 knight f6 is theory, but e4 knight f6, I guess that's the Alkine's defense, so this might just be someone who plays the Alkine's defense, not really sure. I'm gonna say GG in the chat because that was intense. Okay, this was just a free pawn, but I guess he thought I was defending it, so he didn't take. Yeah, I could have just got knight c3 and defended. Fair enough. We were just developing normally. Now it's just a 4 knights game. Normal stuff. Yeah, I was paranoid that he probably played like e5 or something, so I was just being careful. Nothing wrong with that. Okay. So far, so good. Yeah, so g5 was defended by a bishop. How did I know that exactly? Oh, right, because when I went knight here, I saw that the bishop was there. Okay. Considering that his rating is almost 200 points more than me, and I was talking the entire time, so I was having low time, I do not know how I managed to pull that off. That was intense. But, yeah. GG's to opponent. Okay, wait, what happened here? I pushed. Oh, interesting. So he knew not to take because then this is just free, actually. Because my rook defense. How did he know my rook is here? I guess he was just not taking any risks. This pawn was free. Oh, it was bishop c7. Yeah, I totally forgot that the bishop can just defend the pawn. Because I was thinking he moved like here or here. In whichever case I can just take and the rook defense in case the rook wants to take. But yeah, that was unfortunate. And now I'm just down a clean rook. Actually, not a clean rook. A rook for 2 pawns. Oh, so this was actually free because the bishop is here. Right, I forgot about that. And then we traded. Yeah, the king was here. How did he lose his rook again? Oh, right, I defended my pawn and he didn't know it was defended, so he sacked the rook. Or he took the pawn, which turned out to be a sacrifice. And then en passant was crazy. I've never seen en passant in Fog of War before. And then... Oh, so when I saw that he took, it was actually the king so that the pawn could run. But I thought it might be a queen because he already promoted already because, like, I had no idea where his pawn was, right? I didn't know it's here. So I thought it was a queen, which is why I moved my king up. So that if I were in check, then at least I would get out of check. And I guess after this, he could have moved the queen here. So to be cautious, I should have moved the king up. But, you know, after that, I was like, okay, let's just go. I saw the pawn here. And after this, I was like, it's a free pawn. I'm going to win this game. And then the moment I took it, I saw the king. I was like, okay, draw. And then this happened. That was so unfortunate. Oh, you know why? Because when I took and the king took back, I knew the king was on b3, but he didn't know where my king was. So the safest thing to do was just go hide in the corner and go boom, 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 boom. Wait, but even if he goes boom, 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 then my king can still come like this. And he would have to go here. And after I go here, like, he doesn't know if he should go here or here. Because he doesn't know if my king is here or here. So, like, I had the advantage because after I sacrificed my queen, I knew that the king takes. So the king is on the square, but he didn't know where my king was. So that was crazy. Yeah. All right. My friend is sending me a lot of messages here. Anyways, with that, we do win game number 2. Let's go ahead and move on to game number 3, aka the tiebreaker. Okay, we get a 1481 with a question mark, which means they're probably new to the game. I would like to go e5, except if they are a d4 player, then that would just lose a pawn. So I'm gonna go d5 instead. And okay, I don't know what opening they're playing because there's no pawns here. So they're playing maybe like a King's Indian attack. Oh, there was a pawn there. Wait, why did I think there wasn't? I don't know. Whoops, didn't mean to pre-move that. In d4 d5 games, you usually put your knight on d7, or you go c5 and then put your knight there. You usually want the d and c pawns to go together. But in this case, I for some reason thought the d4 pawn wasn't there, so I went knight c6 first, which is still fine. You're still developing. You're not like blundering. It's just that d and c pawns like to go together. I'm gonna go here. Oh, there's a bishop here. And the reason I know is because here, this square, yeah, there's a bishop there. And the reason I know that is because here, this square, I could see because I could move to it with my pawn. But after the move, I can't move there anymore, which means there must be a piece there. And it's pretty unlikely that he's gonna like... What just happened? Wait, my opponent just blundered a queen. I think they're just like new to the game because there is a question mark. So that is unfortunate for my opponent. Yeah. Oh, and they also have a knight here because my bishop sees it. All right. I'm guessing they're gonna go knight here next. So I'm gonna set that up by castling so that when they take, I can take back with the king. Watch. To finish my thought of what I was saying about this. So when it was like this, then I can move to the square because I can see it. But after something moved, then I can't move to it anymore, which means a piece moved to it. And it's really unlikely that like he made 2 knight moves for no reason. So it was probably just a bishop move. Anyways, okay, he goes there. I think I can just take. Okay, my opponent is like panicking. Oh my god, he sacrificed the rook. Now I know where the knight is. Which pawn is he gonna take? Does he think I'm castled or not? He takes that pawn. Let's go king here. We still have to be careful. We have to make sure our king doesn't get captured. Now the question is, if he like takes here, can I take back? I think that's safe, right? Because what color bishop does he have? Oh yeah, he has a light squared bishop. Okay, I will take that pawn. I don't know what that was. We're also up on time for the first time in this in this video. Okay, I will take this guy. Is this pawn defended? I mean, he has a king here probably, right? So, I would say this. Is he not gonna take back with the bishop? I'm kind of yeah, he is. Let's go ahead and take this pawn. Oh, but now he can actually take. Yeah, because now the bishop. Okay. All right. That's a little bit annoying, but you know what? It's fine. I'm gonna move my king back, and he's gonna take my rook, thinking it's free. But then I take back, and he has like what? He has like a bishop and a rook left, and that's it. I don't know. What color bishop does he have? He has a light square bishop, so I'm gonna keep my pieces on dark squares. And my queen moves like a rook and a bishop, so if anything attacks it, then I can immediately see it. Because there's no, like, knights on the board. Is this too risky? I'm gonna say no. Oh, it is too risky. Okay. Well, the king is definitely hiding under there. We'll see if my opponent sees it. He does. I guess we'll just go pawn eating. What? Oh, the bishop must be taking my pawn. Okay, I'm gonna set a trap for my opponent. I'm gonna defend the pawn with my rook, and once he takes, then it'll be free. Or not. My opponent's actually... he's hanging on. Oh, the bishop took my rook? Okay, well, I'm still fine. Because now my opponent has literally only pawns. It's only pawns. Now he has one pawn. Oh, and with that, we do win game number 3. Good game to my opponent. Let's unfog this thing. See how it went. Okay, knight c3. Wow. e4 is the king's pawn. d4 is the queen's pawn. Knight f3 is the ready opening. But knight c3. That's crazy. I'm gonna say GG in chat. I forgot to do that in the first game. Okay, and then... yeah, I think this is just someone who's not that experienced in chess yet, so they're... like, this is like what beginners do a lot because they don't know like the basic principles. Like, you should control the center before you start doing this. You shouldn't move the same piece twice. Stuff like that. Yeah, and oh, they played d4 afterwards. That's why I was so confused. Because like nobody plays knight c3, knight b5, right? So they played d5. They played d4 afterwards. Okay, that's why I was confused. Because I thought they played it before, so I was confused if they played it afterwards or what. Yeah, okay. Alright. Yeah, this is just a miscalculation. Like, you have to watch out for the bishops, guys, and the knights. Interestingly enough, my opponent didn't take here. Like, I would expect someone at this level who just, like, goes for it with, like, queen d3 to take on c7. Because, like, they came here to get the fork. They know my queen is here because I took back the knight. So, they would probably take. That's what I was expecting. But, I guess not. Yeah, this rook sack was completely unnecessary. I guess he thought he wanted to take on a7. Which is correct, but I can just move my king. So... that was not the smartest decision. Castling. Wow. So, yeah, I could have took this pawn actually, but I didn't know that. Is there a mate? Like here. Take, no, that hangs the queen. Okay, never mind. I thought there was a mate. Yeah, I was just risking it. Like, even if the rook takes back, I'm still defended. Common tactic or common idea we saw demonstrated by the opponent in the first game as well, that even if we lose material, it helps simplify the position. Yeah, here really I thought my opponent would take the pawn because, I mean, they just took this one. It's natural to take the next one, but no, they went bishop e8, so they're really hanging on. Oh, here, I could have took this pawn because it attacks the bishop. Nice little tactic. Of course, they didn't know that that's what they were doing. The bishop was here. Okay. They were just moving it a bunch on the diagonal. Okay. Yeah, and from here we know what happened. Just, yeah. Alright, with that, we do win 2 games out of 3. I mean, I guess this one didn't really count that much because it was like a beginner. But I am proud of winning against the 17, almost 1800. And I almost drew the 2100. So, I'm pretty happy with the results. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know in the comments how it was. And yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye! Like and subscribe!